Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen, and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now Allen again. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trusting him this early? Are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
8-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Brings up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now it's Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 35.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. A pitch back. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to run again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that is incomplete here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Folks, remember this. His first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in Week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack them.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to sling this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The Patriots' 36-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Dolphins.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Second down and goal. Jackson. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd.
Allen off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man handler, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Patriots, first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Number 80.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, You might have to go.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 22, Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This short throw caught by Goddard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Paris Campbell.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Number 26.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
First down, Miami.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Shawn Bowl lining up.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On play action, Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Six yards left on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
For Curtis Samuel, incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look